Hello everyone, welcome to the 5 Minutes PM podcast. Today I'd like to discuss about conflict management. And this was suggested by my dear friend Aldo Matos from Brazil. And what I want to discuss with you is that most of the people, they have a wrong perception about conflict. They think that conflict is always something bad. It's in a perfect environment, it's a zero conflict environment. And this is not true and this is not right. Why? Because at the beginning of the project, you need to understand that conflicts, they help you to address basic project questions. They help you to improve the focus, to reinforce the team aspect, to define with clarity about the project scope, to negotiate and to raise potential issues around deadlines and budget, to address initial risks. So it's very, very important that at the beginning of the project, you put some conflict. And the best analogy I want to share with you, imagine conflict as a spice, okay? It's a spice in your food. If there is no spice, your food looks tasteless because the spice is what brings taste. But if you put 1 pound of salt and 1 pound of chili in your food, maybe it will become too spicy. If you put the spice at the wrong time on the cooking process, you can destroy your food. So we need to understand that when the project moves from the planning to execution, we need to understand that we are not discussing the budget anymore. We are discussing how we can meet the budget, how we can manage the budget, how we can control the budget, how we can control the deadlines, how we can respond to the risks that became issues. So it's really, really important that I understand all these dimensions because the conflict is not always bad. It's a very, very important concept. So if you look towards the scope, the budget, and the deadlines, and the initial risk assessment at the beginning, if you create conflict around these topics to improve the performance, and if at the end you keep your conflict only to find ways of reducing the variations on your cost, reducing the variation on your deadlines, make some small changes in the scope, not major changes, but some small changes, respond to your risks. So it's very, very important that you understand this. So think about the conflict as part of the life cycle of a project, and it will change in its dimensions towards the project. No zero conflict all the time and no 100% conflict all the time. Think about that and see you next week with a lot of very positive conflicts.